Hello everyone, and welcome to Saving Feyce, a Craftic Studios D&D 5e campaign. Things to note as you join us on this adventure. First, this is a heavily homebrewed campaign where we'll bend the rules to suit our story. If it makes a good story, the rule goes out the window. All players are using either homebrew or community-created races, classes, or both, and we'll be revealing those as they're revealed over the course of the story, so as to avoid spoiling anything. We'll be using safety tools at the table. These will be present in the use of safety cards and extensive communications behind the scenes. Our goal is to make our players and our table as safe as possible. So if we suddenly cut stream, please don't be alarmed. We're working things out, and we'll be back shortly. Oh yeah, and we swear. A lot. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Saving Feyce. My name is Justin McGregor. I'll be your host and DM for the evening. Going around the table, we have...
My name is Liz, and I'll be playing Aoife Inkblood, our resident swamp witch for the evening.
And I'm Abe. I'll be playing Marge, the Warforged Barbarian, and trying to figure out how to get Chrome to work.
Barbarian.
I am Kayla. I will be playing your half-elf paladin, Dianna.
I'm Meg, and I will be playing our human huntress, Marcella.
It's me, Nikki. Hi. I'm
She's
playing
back.
Nia again. I'm back. And I'll be playing Nia, your sassy bard.
I love it. Love it.
All right, so
I'm doing intros now.
as is becoming my habit, I am going to do a couple of small pieces of housekeeping. First and foremost, I want to remind everybody that we are using the class modifier module from Gabe James Games. This module replaces racial ability modifiers with a narrative system for building your character that builds in those modifiers based on what they do, not how they were born. Next, I want to remind the players and everyone else that we are using the plot points mechanic from the back of the DMG. That means that once per character level, my players get to take over the world and insert some piece of plot, and then I, the DM, have to frickin' deal with it. And I think they may have been conspiring behind the scenes since the last session.
What? We would never
No,
do that.
you would never. Of course not. I would also like to shout out because I got new dice.
As did Meg.
Yes.
So did I.
Oh my god.
Everybody with
And they
these
are gorgeous.
gorgeous
Yeah, everyone
dice.
show off
Yeah.
your dice. These are from Preston over at DiceFix. At DiceFix on
Yeah.
Twitter. For all of your custom set needs. All of these dice are flippin' gorgeous. I'm here to tell you.
Yeah, he sent me photos of this D12, and that's the one I chose to showcase because it gives me life.
It is so beautiful. Yes, you have one.
I have one more thing to interject because I would like to also shout out Grayed Out Dice Bags, who made my ever lovely Marcella dice bag.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that dice
Isn't it
bag is
so
pretty.
good?
I love that.
They also made my Dianna dice bag.
And literally every other dice bag Kayla owns.
I have them.
It's at Grayed Out on Twitter, I believe.
And lastly, and perhaps most important, we are this month raising money for Micro Rainbow International. Their mission is to create a world where lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, and intersex folks are free from discrimination, persecution, and have equal opportunities in life, including accessing employment, training, education, financial services, healthcare, housing, places of faith, and public service. To accomplish this, they work to provide economic empowerment through advocacy, promoting social inclusion and community programs, and provide emergency relief for refugees in the form of funding for housing, transportation, and food. Their main areas of influence at the moment are Brazil and Cambodia, but they also provide assistance to LGBT refugees in the UK. This cause absolutely means the world to so many people and to all of us here at Craftic. We have already reached our initial goal for the month, which was $1,111.
Thank you for all of your donations so far.
Indeed.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. But I'm going to sweeten the pot a little bit. If we can make it to $2,000 by the end of the month, I will run a one-shot for 5 players in this world. You will have a chance to influence the world and the story that we're building here together. So, the Tiltify link is in the doobly-doo or down there if you're in mobile.
It's this way.
It's this way. Yes.
The doobly-doo is the official name.
It's over
for that
here.
on Twitch.
God, I haven't heard that since 2010. I love it.
I know. I'm just that old. But yes, you will find the Tiltify link somewhere. Please, 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 if it is within your means, we would ask you to give what you can to this very important cause. And so, now comes my favorite part of the show.
Oh.
So, I've been at this a while, very long while. Leveled up a few times in DM. So I'm going to burn a 4th level spell slot to cast command. And the word is recap.
Oh, thank God. I was like, whoa.
I will need you to make a wisdom save, please. And whoever rolls the lowest gives the recap.
I gave my recap last time, so.
Oh, yes. And Marcella is immune to my charms.
22, sir.
I don't think anybody's really immune
Shut
to
the
your
front
charms, Justin.
door.
Oh.
Get out.
16.
Well, what'd you get?
16. I got a +0 modifier.
Damn, dude.
That
I got
average
an
paladin.
11.
19. Hey! Yee!
So, we're in the cavern, right? We just see these alligator-looking spider people or whatever. It's terrifying. Neha throws a fit. Everyone hates it. Then we go into a room where there's a candelabra that Neha can't take, but she does take the rug. Then we go into another room.
This is
There's a bunch of
perfect.
cultists.
This is
And
everything
Neha
I
didn't
wanted.
like that one either. But it's okay because the Marge Bear robot went in and threw the main cultist guy in the red robes into a magical portal that we not only saw Petris going through, we also saw another bald man going through. There's also a lady on a table. So Red Robe went in, we fought some cultists. That was cool. Lucy jumped into the portals to catch Petris because she's a good dog. She really is. Bless her heart. Then Sweet Marshmallow went into the portals and saw some things. So I hope she's okay. Then we sliced the red guy in half with a sword.
Lap chop.
And then we saved everybody out of the portal that needed to be saved. That wasn't sliced in half, including the Colonel, whose name I do not remember, though I'm pretty sure somebody wrote it down.
Biloxi.
What was it?
Biloxi.
Sterling.
Sterling Biloxi.
Then Petris was knocked out. Lucy was chipper, and we took the lady off the table and made it outside. Neha did some snooping, got some things, put it in her bag. We don't need to know about that. We got outside, and it's bright ass daylight outside. I don't know what input you're typing. Sorry. Realizing that we had lost 2 days in our, or we had traveled like a week from where we originally were. Then we go into town, La Chafen, find out that we lost 2 days from when we originally went into the tunnels. And then we see the Colonel's office, where there's another Colonel sitting at the desk who tries to run away by turning into an Aarakocra boy. Again, Marge, being the best bear, captures him, brings him in for a big old bear hug, And he's the only one who noticed that our sweet little marshmallow is wanted for other things, like criminal things. And that is the recap.
Very good. I
You're welcome.
like it. And so, as we already have a bad guy grappled, that means, friends, we are opening in combat.
We are in combat. Just starting in combat.
May as well. We have a grappled Eric Cochran, who has been trying to fly away, currently grappled by the best bear.
Marge. The best bear.
The best bear.
Best bear.
Marshmallow bear. Honey bear? Like a honey
bear.
I believe, didn't we settle on Sir
Smash-a-Lot.
Oh, that's
Oh yeah, Smash a Lot Bear.
Oh hell. That doesn't count.
It doesn't?
It rolled off the
Oh
table.
shit, these Preston dice are amazing.
Right.
Oh, hey, good.
You say
Glad
that, I
somebody's
just
got it
crit
today.
failed on initiative for the bad guy. So, you know.
So
These
yeah, they're
Preston dice are
amazing.
Yeah.
Guys are amazing.
That's a
Yeah,
six.
I rolled an 18 on that. So
Nice.
That's a
Ignore the
solid.
roll in the roll 20. I am adding
Oh,
my
shoot.
actual roll.
I am
what
distracted.
influences initiative?
Dexterity.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I didn't forget to level something.
Nope.
Oh,
You
really?
can take a feat that does give you some additional
Oh no,
bonuses.
it's fine. She is not a dexterous being. I just wanted to make sure I didn't forget something when I was going through and leveling her the other day.
No.
Oh,
You're
that's going to
level
be
3.
hilarious.
For some reason, I was like, is level 5? You're not level 5. I'm
Nope, we are not yet.
my brain. My brain.
And lastly, there we go. All right, so if that is everybody, I don't have everybody. Can I get everybody?
There you go.
There we go.
Liz, I was gonna say Liz and I rolled on real dice, so
Oh.
I don't know if that's gonna...
Mine is actually 7.
Okay.
It's good times.
We
If you
never
click
went
on
over
it,
how
you
to
can find
edit initiative
It's okay,
in
it's okay,
in
sorry.
Roll20 for me, so that's it is at 19 for Marcella.
Okay. We are going to give you this token for now.
Is mine not in there?
19. It's okay.
Oh, hold on. I fix.
You fix?
I fix. I fix. There you go.
Where is? Oh, there is.
Yeah, sorry.
Add turn. You said you rolled a 19 for initiative?
Yes.
All right. And lastly, the best doggo gets her initiative.
Mhm.
What does best doggo get? Best doggo also gets a 19.
Nice.
That dog's initiative.
I'm
is
pretty sure that
insane.
doggo is more dexterous than me.
Definitely.
Okay.
Probably.
More so than Diana.
Probably more than all of us here. That's okay.
All right.
I just,
So,
gosh, sorry. I just scrolled over to check something to make sure my recording software was still running and Discord was still up. How do you already have gifts of us? I mean, I
It's
love them,
nice.
thank you, but how?
Got Abe with his muscles.
that's right. Okay. So, for the good of everyone, our initiative order is going to be Petris, Marge, Lucy, Marcella, Neha, Dianna. I almost called you Marshmallow just out of reflex. Aoife, the Colonel, and the as of yet unnamed Eric Cochran shapeshifter. And quite frankly, at the moment, Petris is still petrified. So he will do nothing. Bringing
Is
us
he
to
awake?
he is ish.
Ish.
He's so Marge, you're up. You have a grappled Eric Cochran.
Marge is gonna hold his turn to see what the rest of the party do, unless the bird tries something dumb.
Fair enough. As you are holding him, remind me who speaks Sylvan?
Me, Diana.
Okay.
Marge.
Marge.
Marge
Right.
does.
So you can hear Lucy in the background, just chattering away. Master, it's Asa! It's Asa! Look, it's Asa! Wake up! It's Asa! The Aarakocra snaps to look at Lucy and starts to struggle. Marcella,
Yes.
do you do anything?
Hearing Lucy, Marge's head would quirk.
I would just flat out look at Lucy.
Yeah, my back is to Lucy.
Oh.
Well, I'm good. Okay, can I roll before I say what I'm trying to do?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean,
Because if I'm remembering correctly, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. I was gonna try to punch him, but that was an 8 on the die, and I'm pretty sure it's you're supposed to add strength, and she is not. She's not strong. No.
Nope.
So no. She basically like walks over to try to punch him, and just kind of like slaps him instead. It does not have the effect that she wants.
Not what we're going for.
No.
Neha, are you taking an action?
Let's see. I'm going to just. Oh, you know what? Did we? What doesn't matter. Short rest don't matter.
You taking sleep?
I have no. Yeah, I was gonna cast sleep. If we technically did level up, because some dungeon masters say that you can't level up until you take a long rest, but if we did already level up, I did gain another spell slot because I thought I used mine up. I do have one left if we've leveled up. So that's DM discretion. Have we leveled up so I have another spell slot, or are we still
I
technically?
kind of want to wait until we get to a resting point for this one.
Okay.
Because there's some big things that have to happen. So.
I got not much.
Would you care to slap him also?
I do. I don't want to. It depends. Can I slap him with dexterity? Because my strength is worse than yours.
We are but strong-willed, but we are very weak.
Yes, by all means, do it. I'm here for that.
Hell yeah. That's a 16.
That would be a hit.
16 to slap. So two dexterity damage, two demorality damage.
Wow.
He's honestly more offended than hurt.
You calm down. Explain yourself now.
I'm going to give everybody a chance to act before I do that. Sorry, Dianna.
I just want to go kneel down next to Lucy.
Okay. You talk to her, or just going to be with her?
I'm going to listen and just
Okay.
observe her.
Okay. She is outrageously excited to see this Aarakocra. Like, really excited. Aoife.
I am going to hold Eldritch Blast. If this Aarakocra does anything that is remotely hostile toward anybody in the party.
Fair enough. Next in the initiative order.
Oh, also a
is-
hurdle. Makes
Hurdle,
sense.
yes, it is. Is the Colonel, who steps into his office. He's been in the door the whole time because if you remember, he walked in the door. The clone of him burst out and then tried to take flight. He steps just inside the door. You can see him reach for something, and he comes back around with something that looks like a cross between a crossbow and a harpoon gun.
It's his longsword. Sorry.
Colonel, we may need to have a discussion later.
Oh. Marcella. Wow.
He kind of.
She likes a good weapon. What do you want from me?
I'm so
So
proud.
She
That's
has
all.
an arsenal at home, but I can't say she's ever seen something like that. She wants it.
Keep
Yes.
going. I'm going to take all this out of context.
She wants it, Nikki. She wants it.
Yes, well. Yes, he
Canonically,
levels.
no, she doesn't.
Well, fair.
No, I-
So he,
Here, how about my modification?
no.
No. Nice.
So yeah, he levels the crossbow and says, "It's okay, bear man. Turn him loose." And he's got him at point blank range with this harpoon gun.
Once again, I am not your soldier to command.
Well, about that time, the Aarakocran turns into a halfling.
Oh,
I'm going to need you to roll me grapple with disadvantage.
womp. Hey, we have a card for that. Womp.
We do. We have cards for everything now.
Cards for
Pretty
everything
much.
now.
Let's see. That's a 15 and a nat 20.
Damn.
Shit. At disadvantage,
So-
though.
Yep. So that's 15. $18 on the day.
18.
Yep.
He beats you by 1.
Oh,
Oh no.
Those halflings.
He
slippery.
Yep. Tricksy hobbits. He just shrinks and slips right out of your grasp, and you just almost kind of giving yourself a bear hug now.
Oh, okay. So does that mean my held action goes off?
I'm pretty sure. Well, you never declared what the
Well, I said I was going to hold my turn. I didn't hold an action.
right.
So, or I'll let him finish first, and then I'll take
Okay.
my action.
Okay. His turn is going to be fairly simple.
Flee!
Nope. Not even.
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
He is going to dash and dive for Lucy.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
The marshmallow just.
Yep. And
Feels
And he
kind
now
of
has an-
hostile toward
and
me.
he has an armful of blink corky now. His
And I have
his,
an
his,
armful of.
his grapple was a 19 on the dice plus 4. Hers was a crit fail. So he has a very tight grip on the dog.
But I don't want to hurt Lucy.
I am displeased.
I don't
So
like this.
let's resolve all those held actions,
Okay.
and then we will go through normal initiative. So the first person to hold their turn was Marge.
Thorn Whip on the
Okay.
Aarakocra.
That's an attack. Is that correct?
Yep. That is 16 on the die plus. Where's the sheet? 6, so 22.
Remind me, because I don't play that very often. Is it opposed or is this just against his AC?
This against AC.
Okay, you got him.
You create a long vine whip covered in thorns that lashes out at your command towards a creature in range. Make a melee spell attack against the target. If it hits, it takes a d6 piercing damage. And if it is large or smaller, it pulls 10 foot to me.
Okay. Well, it is currently a halfling, so yes, I would say
Yep.
it is smaller.
And then I need it to make an opposed strength check as I grapple it once again in the smaller form.
All right.
Like a yo-yo.
That'd be a nat 20.
Uh,
Preston dice are hot.
Preston?
so I got an 18 plus 3. So that is 21.
But a nat 20 though.
I
Yeah.
say a crit's a crit.
Yep.
Sorry, fam.
No.
Womp. All right.
Mm,
So
that's
who
gonna
was
be an Oof.
Say Marcella slapped, Neha slapped. That brings us to Dianna, who is literally right there. My girl slapped.
I grab him.
You're gonna try to grapple too?
I'm gonna try to grapple.
Do it. Oppose strength.
So, important question. Is Neha left-handed or right-handed?
Very important question.
That's a 14.
14 total.
Ambidextrous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's 15 on the dice for 19. He's a slippery little joker.
Bitch.
Aoife, that was your held turn. Do the thing.
No. Mm-mm. Nope.
Nope.
We're not doing the thing. That's an 8.
Nope. The thing was
No.
not done.
Nope. Mhm.
We are bereft of things.
Phew, I was too worried about hitting Lucy.
Yes, that's a very good. I know it's a womp.
Big womp.
Probably.
Yeah, Tyler's
That
asking,
does
does the
seem to
womp card
be-
just stay?
Just keep it up. Might
It
as
does
well.
seem to be our combat as of late.
It does. But that was just oh no, it's not. There is one more held action to resolve.
Oh shit.
Well, nope, it's the colonel's.
I know.
Mm.
Ooh, that halfling
is
about to be a shish kebab.
13 on the dice plus 6. Yeah. So the colonel turns loose with that thing that looks like a harpoon gun. And we all know what crossbows are. And
Yeah.
so this bolt goes flying up. Goes flying toward this thing that looks vaguely like a halfling. Runs it through the leg. And as it does, there's a spool of rope coming off the back.
That's yikes. Wow. Mm.
He wraps one hand around it and says, I told you could let go. That doesn't stop the changeling from trying to turn into an Aarakocra and fly away again, however.
That's what they are.
So, we start the turn order back over with basically an Aarakocra kite holding Lucy.
That's great.
Marge!
How high up is the Aarakocra kite?
Oh, he hadn't gotten more than about 20 feet.
And you said there's a rope between him and the colonel?
That's correct.
And so to make sure I'm picturing this right in my head, the bolt he shot, is it like a broadhead? So it's...
Yes, exactly right.
Ooh.
Marge is going to grab the rope and
Mhm.
proceed to snatch the Aarakocra back to the ground.
We'll call it opposed strength. Do the thing.
Okay. And Marge is a little angry.
I'm pretty sure this is just exactly how angry is Marge.
Marge is going to rage and
what I
snatch
thought.
this rope.
For the record, I rolled it. You're looking to beat an 8. So, you know.
Is the Aarakocra still holding Lucy?
Yes. She hasn't done her thing yet.
A 16.
Yes, a 16 beats an 8. I know you're good at math. So, basically, you slam him back down to the ground. Is that the end of your turn?
No.
Okay.
Does Lucy look injured from the?
No, I
slam?
was going. That's what I was going to do. Is because her turn is next.
Right.
No, the moment she sees the ground coming back up, she's going to blink out. You don't know where the hell she went.
Okay. So
she's
Marge's-
just gone.
Marge is going to walk over to the Aarakocra,
Mm-hmm.
put his foot on its throat.
Mm-hmm.
Explain yourself.
I don't owe you an explanation.
Shame.
It is. We are technically in structured time right now. Marcella?
So Marcella would like to intimidate him.
Do the thing.
Do the thing.
Do the thing.
This is going to be very interesting if this actually works.
I'm excited.
That's only an 11.
Including all your bonuses? You should have a modifier for that.
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
Oh. He saved for a 12 on the dice.
God damn it. A part of me really just wants to use the plot point and make it happen.
It's yours to use.
Do you really want to use your plot point for this?
Why not?
I haven't been able to think of any other reason to use her plot point yet.
Why not? Go for it.
Yeah, choose your bliss. Do it.
Yep. Just
Would you like to remind the audience what the plot point actually, how this mechanic actually works, and why I'm exactly debating this?
Okay, so the plot point is a player's ability to insert a plot element or essentially take over a plot element during a scene. Generally, it's not something you use to replace dice rolls, but in this instance, because you're not trying to shoot him, this is something social, and you want him to stand down. If you tell me he stands down and use your plot point, that's what happens.
Now, is it the person on the left or the person on the right that gets to pick the complication?
That'd be the person on the left.
Which would be small.
So, Meg, are you doing this?
Yes, I am.
What do you say to him? I just want to hear it.
She doesn't say anything much more than answer his question. Now here, Justin, is where I would like, this is why I would like to use the plot point. What are the chances that anybody would notice something slight happening?
He would notice because you.
I know he would, because that is the
attention.
whole. Yeah, that is the whole point. But anybody else would notice something happening.
Let me see where you are right now, because I need to think about this. So if you're standing over him right about here, that's going to be pretty hard for everybody but Marge to notice.
Okay, then I would like.
Let's call it DC 18 perception. Y'all can all roll it.
Well, that's a 4. That's a no.
10.
Did you crit?
Did you?
I have a 19 on the dice.
So, Marcella, what does Marge see?
All of our secrets.
All of the secrets. Marge is the secret keeper.
Yeah, y'all don't need to confess to the door.
Yes, that Small did come up with our complication.
I notice because I'm kneeled down.
Okay. What do the Small and Marge see?
It is very brief, but very distinct, and enough to strike the fear of the gods into this Aarakocra. Marcella goes a little paler than she normally is, and her eyes turn white. It's just a brief thing. It is a flash, it's a blink, and it's gone, but that is what you see. This Aarakocra is terrified.
Well, he is at that. So, you now have a quaking Aarakocra. We're going to call that the end of structured time because he will definitely submit.
Oh, you literally made him change religion. He's a Quaker now. Wow.
Yes.
Oh,
He's now praying to gods he did not believe in before this.
Oh my
Don't believe in
goodness.
hell, by the way.
He just invented a new religion.
Right.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Yep. Okay. So, you told him to answer the question.
I said answer his questions.
Remind me the question, Abe.
Explain yourself.
technically speaking, that's not really a question.
Kind of
But
a stern.
No.
Okay, but I'm sure. I was gonna say,
technicality.
I'm sure chat will get me if I didn't, but I thought I said questions,
Mm.
not question. But I don't remember at this point. Nuances.
What do you want explained? Who I am, what I am, why I'm here.
For starters. And how does Lucy know you?
Yes, the tith one. She would know me, wouldn't she? God damn it. The boy over there. He knew me in that form. And so she knew me in that form. We were entangled.
Okay, I'm glad you air quotes it.
Okay.
As for why I'm here, I would think that would be obvious.
Well, clearly it's not.
The colonel walks over at that point and steps on the harpoon.
Ooh.
He's a spy. The Unseelie used them. Obviously, there was something going through this post he either wanted to know or wanted to intercept. Someone get me a sender. If you'll help me bind him, I can put him in a cell.
Well, he should be answering questions, correct? Why not just ask him what he's looking out for?
You.
I'm sorry.
Us?
Us? Or
Yes. Well, I didn't know it would be you specifically. It was him. And he looks at Petris.
what does
Are you
Petrus to
looking
you?
He's nothing to me other than a target.
For
My queen said bring him back, and so I bring him back.
oh
Right?
god.
But who's your queen?
Mab, of course. The Queen of Winter. She wanted the boy. She sent me to fetch him.
Did she tell you why she wanted the boy?
She does not explain herself.
But you've got to have some good idea. You wouldn't come all the way here and do it if you didn't.
Would you deny the Queen of Winter if she told you to do something?
Without good reason, yeah, probably.
Every time.
About that time, Marcella, that voice comes back into your head. He has a point. I wouldn't turn her down either. Hell, it's why I'm here.
Oh, you
And it's
talking
about
about
that moment that you see a wildcat walk up. About twice the size of Lucy. Massive fur, just magnificent floof.
a Maine Coon.
Comes over. Norwegian forest cat is kind of where I was at.
What is the
Norwegian
actual
forest cat.
Comes
are
over and
big.
sits down at your feet and just starts preening itself.
She just wonders.
Nice job on the slap, by the way.
I love them. Meg loves them. Marcella is very confused and slightly scared of this thing.
Probably a good response.
She just kind of tilts her head to the side and wonders. She does not say out loud, just what in the world is this?
Did you just call me a this? I have a name.
Did you just? This is happening out loud. Did you just?
And can we hear the cat?
Nope.
Okay, cool. So we all just think that she's lost
know
it.
what's
Yes.
She's talking.
At this moment, you
Did
think
you-
she's lost her mind. Yes.
Cool, 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 cool,
So,
cool.
Did you
this-
just? What are you?
Hey, Aoife, what's going on?
Marcella, are you okay?
Marge is just giving her the look.
I am a milk. And God's above, help me, summer child. I am here to serve you.
Better question. Why?
I owe Shazgaroth a favor, and he transferred the debt to you.
Why me?
He didn't say. You could ask him. If you can find him.
She just turns around and looks at the rest of the party. I'll be quite frank. I'm very confused right now.
That makes a whole lot of
A
us.
lot of us.
Actually,
I'm going
Yeah.
to. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you can't hear.
It's talking to you.
Gestures vaguely to the
The
mouth.
giant wildcat.
So it is talking to you, correct?
Yes.
You haven't just completely lost your absolute marbles.
Not yet, darling. Not yet.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, that remains to be
debate-
seen
it- that
because
is-
none of us can
that
hear
is-
it.
That is
so-
entirely debatable, but no.
As someone who can speak to animals, Marge is like,
I say, and odds are you know exactly what this is. There's no reason in the world you wouldn't know that Fey wildcat.
mhm.
Talking animals is not perhaps the weirdest thing we've seen today.
Oh well, that's
Though
true.
I don't think
That's true.
I've adopted it. I think it. She looks at him. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like it's adopted me.
I wouldn't say adopted.
Look, lack of better terms.
Just in DMs.
I am endlessly amused by the idea that Marcella now has a pet.
No, technically it would be not technically a sire, a father, another one. Since you're being adopted, was there a better term for that? Is this your father? Did he get transformed into a cat? Is that what I'm
Why did we
understanding?
make that
here?
leap? What are we
Where?
doing?
Yeah. What?
I'm very
what did?
confused. I'm just wanting to make sure.
Where did we make that leap?
Ladies, can we talk about the cat later and go with this instead? He says, gesturing down to the Arakakra under his boot.
It's a fine point.
All right.
This is too much for one day. Yes, where were we? She just completely ignores the cat now.
Reasoning of why Your queen wants the boy.
I told you I don't know.
And now we have no reason for you. I start tying him up. But
I don't know,
I keep my cloak and my hood pretty
Yep.
standard down.
Yep. Lucy comes back around the corner. Why are you tying up Master Asa? What has he done? Master Asa, are you okay? And she comes padding over and starts to kind of nuzzle at where he's been shot.
Lucy, you're a very good girl, but I wouldn't do that. She can't hear her, obviously, but then
No.
she just sees her nuzzling. And it's like, no.
I just look at Lucy as I'm tying up the prisoner. And just, Lucy, how do you know them?
Well, he's Master Asa.
Okay.
He's Petris's boyfriend.
Oh,
Look,
Didn't
this
say
conversation is
entangled.
happening, and Marcella's
We got a
just kind
daddy, we got a boyfriend.
Lucy.
I would like to just interject real quick before we go any further. You're having this conversation, and Marcella's just sitting there, just like,
This is in Sylvan
It's-
completely.
I understand that, but it's like but it's weird for me to talk to the cat. Okay.
I'm just tired. It's been a day.
Since the
I just
colonel,
look at Marge. What do we do?
Are you still saying this in Sylvan?
Yes. Still completely in Sylvan.
Why are you asking me?
Because
I speak to animals.
it's gotten a little complicated. Okay, Lucy, sweetheart, do you know why he wants Petris to go to the Queen of Winter?
No.
I don't think this person is who they made you and your master believe.
What do you mean? I can see him. He's Asa.
Yes, I know that, sweetheart, but I think he was trying to trick you so that he could take your master to someone that wants to hurt him.
Asa? Asa, is it true? The doppelganger doesn't answer him.
Lucy, I think we can take that silence as our answer. We're going to let the colonel take him. And that will be the end of that. You and your master will be safe. Okay? Deception is very hard and very hard to deal with. But sometimes it happens, and we learn from it.
She tucks all three tails under her leg and just lay down. Oh, we got an ollie.
it's an ollie.
I was like, I don't want to interrupt this beautiful moment. This is very important, but
But we get an ollie.
you get an ollie.
Kiddo.
Hey, buddy.
Oliver, can you say hi, everyone?
Excuse me.
Hi, Ollie.
God, he's too cute.
Hey.
Can you say night night?
Night night,
Night
buddy.
night.
And say never trust a changeling.
That's right, Ollie. Never.
Good job, buddy.
ever.
Sweet boy.
Yeah, he's got a
my
dragon.
gosh.
And you know what? Go ahead and roll one of Preston's dice. Here, can you roll that in the box? Roll it in the box.
That's your next roll.
It's a 19 on the dice.
Okay,
keep
never
it.
mind.
Yeah.
I'll take
Ollie
it.
point.
It's like the Ollie inspiration.
It's kind of like the Ollie inspiration.
Yes.
Bye, baby.
You have to use it before the end of the night.
So Justin,
Yes.
Love you, baby.
while this conversation between Kayla and Lucy is going on, and I'm assuming everyone's focused on them, since Marge is going to have to step back for them to tie up the Aarakocra,
Okay.
going to kind of wander over to that wall
Okay.
and take down a poster.
Yes.
But which one?
Both of them.
To be fair, my question was going to be, is it deception or is it like persuasion, like sleight of hand? What are we rolling to make sure that nobody notices you doing this?
I figure I'm broad enough that whatever I take off the wall, nobody's going to see.
That doesn't mean they won't see you acting.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
I'm inclined to not like no role involved. Aoife, if you're not listening to this conversation or completely baffled by Marcella, you see him walk over there. You may or may not see what he has. We already rolled perception for that poster.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But no, you see him definitely messing with something. The bear robot is sus.
What you got?
So many imposters.
What you got there?
I'll show you when we leave town.
Okay. I'll take that.
So, unless you have any other business with Asa.
Out.
Asa.
Yes. The colonel will finish tying him up, and a pair of lieutenants come and pick him up and haul him off to the brig.
One last question before you leave.
What?
Where were you to take him when you recovered him?
To the Feywild.
Okay.
I mean, you can ask another question. It's fine.
If we're done here, I think we should take our charge and leave. Right, Marge? We should leave.
Check your DM, Justin.
Yes.
How near?
About a 20-minute walk.
Would I have a feeling it was where we just came from?
Close. So, as the Aarakocra is being carried off, a young man, dark hair, in very familiar robes, comes running up. It's the member of the Sending Corps that the colonel asked for a few moments ago.
Oh.
He scratches out a quick note. The colonel does. Hands it off to the member of the Sending Corps. And then looks back to Marcella. My lady, I've bought you 5 more days. Use them wisely.
I thank you. We do appreciate that greatly.
Of course. Now, if you can see to yourselves, I have a prisoner to finish interrogating. I'll bet I can get something else out of him.
Hopefully maybe that harpoon, but...
Can you do me a favor, Colonel?
Of course.
Just one more.
Of course.
Would you be able to forward me any information you are able to get out of him? You may send it to the estate. I'm just curious as to why our charge.
Do you have a sender on staff?
We didn't actually talk about this, Justin, would I?
Possible. I mean, you're rich enough.
Then yes. Well, I mean, I did just say you could send it to the estate, so.
Yeah, you use the word send. We'll roll with that.
Yeah. Yes.
Very good. If he's registered with the Corps, I'll get him what we know.
I appreciate that. I will keep an eye out for your correspondence.
Very good. He nods to you all and walks off. So, +1 wildcat. You are all standing in the entrance of this garrison.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but my sleep was interrupted chasing that child into the swamp. And then we did many, many, many things inside of a dungeon. And now we're here. I'm tired. I don't know about the rest of you, but I would like to rest at some point.
What time of day is it?
It's like noon.
Yeah, it's noon
Still
/ early
fairly
afternoon.
early?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did
How
you say that
close
this is sort
is-
of a town?
Yes. In fact, I just changed the map.
Okay.
You are, in fact, in the northwestern corner of the town of Lash Ashran. Y'all walked by a few shops on the way in, lots of houses, a few farms. And again, this is a place that would be known to Aoife, would be known to a lesser degree to Dianna and Marge, although Dianna does have some special knowledge of it. Get time check.
8
4
o'clock.
minutes.
4.
4.
Yes.
So, Aoife, you know that there are at least 2 taverns nearby.
Mm-hmm.
The general store,
Mm-hmm.
a bakery,
Oh, bakery.
few odds and ends, blacksmith, the normal town things. Most of the accoutrements you would need, you can find.
And how far are we from my house?
Depends on which way you go. You can either cut through the heart of the swamp, in which case, hour and a half, give or take. Or you go the long way by way of Gibson's Ferry, which is clear and open road. But we'll add almost an hour to the trip.
All right. Then that would be my suggestion. If we're looking to rest, why don't we gather some provisions here before we go? And we can debate whether or not we want to take the scenic route or get home quickly for the evening. I have space for everyone.
Considering our charge is catatonic, we might want to take the shorter route today.
Agreed. How worse for wear is he looking right now?
He's maybe semi-conscious. I mean, he's moving a little bit. He didn't seem to respond to Asa. He hasn't responded to Lucy yet, although at this point, once Asa's gone, Lucy would get up and kind of, still tails down, wander over to be by him.
We may want to get him, see perhaps if there's anyone who can assess, for lack of a better term, the damage he has acquired.
You would, in fact, know someone. On the north end of town, there's a little monastery.
Lovely. Well,
You
let's
could
go
have him
and
seen to there.
take care of that first then.
Very good.
We're off to see the cleric.
We don't have a cleric in this group. Weird.
Right?
You got a paladin, though.
You do.
With that, do we want to just head into break a few
I
minutes
think we
early?
do. I think that's a good place to just pause.
Yes.
We will meet the cleric on the other
Before-
side. Yes.
Before we go to break, remember that surprise I was talking about last week? The special surprise that's going to be released next week? A little thank you gift for being on this adventure with us? They're going to tell you what it's about. Justin, Nikki,
That would
you
be me.
want to tell them what we're doing?
I will. So, we are going to record another episode of Saving Face this week. It will be done tomorrow night for release next week.
Black
And
Friday.
Black Friday. That's right, on Black Friday. This one will be audio only. Look for announcements on all the socials and in our Discord. But what we will be doing is playtesting a module written by our very own +1 Pen of Smiting. If you don't know Pen is awesome human and amazing writer, and possibly in chat right now. I don't know.
Yes.
Is Pen there?
Pen
Okay,
is
cool.
chat. Pen's there.
Pen is in chat.
Hi,
Okay.
Pen.
Yes.
Hi, Pen. So we will be playtesting this module that is called I just messed it up. Tooth or Truth. And we will be looking for release very soon of that module. Don't have a date yet, but believe me, when it happens, you will hear it from all of us.
All of us.
As someone who has alpha tested this game, if you are a GM or a player, either position, buy it.
Absolutely.
It is amazing.
Yep, I have done this several times as a player, and there are not words enough for how excited I am to do this as a DM.
If you're a DM and you just want an off night and just want to listen to your players talk in character, this is perfect for that.
This is the way to do it.
I'll be drinking tomorrow night. That's for sure.
Very excited. I was so excited yesterday that Steph and I were recording an episode of Film Fatales, and I mentioned it, and she's like, "Oh my god, you're gonna have so much fun!"
All right. So now that we have spoiled that, stay tuned for Black Friday next Friday. The release of that. It'll be extra. It'll be special.
And yes,
I'm excited for y'all to get a little bit more insight on our characters and their dynamic.
To answer Andrew, yes, it will be like canon. It's canonical.
Oh yes.
Lore
All of this
for
is
our
canon.
characters.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
So,
But you won't miss anything if you miss it.
no,
It's
it
not
will
going to be like critical information
Nah.
to this. Okay.
You won't be missing plot.
Tooth
No.
or Truth, however, gives you strings to pull on your other players to find out
True.
more personal information.
Very true.
Doesn't it?
Marcella
you know-
is not
Hooks.
prepared for Tooth or Truth.
It can lead to some very interesting twists and turns.
So, mull over that. Mark your calendars. We're going to go to break real quick. We'll be right back. Enjoy the music.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome back. So, I think we had a decision to make, or several of them. We are here in town. There are places we can visit, places we can refresh, places we can possibly wake up the catatonic child.
Yeah, I think that was going to be our first move. We wanted to head up to the monastery. So I believe we're looking for Algren.
That is correct.
So we would like to go and do that, take care of this poor boy.
Quick question. Do we want
Yes.
to do this all together, or should we possibly split up? Some of us go and take care of the boy. Nikki forgot how to pronounce his name for a second. Sorry. So it came out in character. And some of us go get provisions from the town.
Sort of a shared custody almost. So, sorry, out of character, please correct me if I'm wrong, because what my brain did and will not let go of is they go to take care of whoever is going to take care of Petris goes to take care of Petris. The others can go and take care of their business in town, and then basically we could just swap out.
Yes.
So then whoever was in town once they're done can go and take care of and watch over Petris while everybody else goes and does their shopping bits.
So in character, actually, does Marcella ask that of Neha? Because I could explain it in character, I could explain it out of character. Because I was thinking Neha was trying to say more like we can get the provisions for the group, like you tell us what you want.
Okay,
Well,
that's
one
that's
people
kind of
go
why
get it.
that's why I kind of said shared custody. Are you suggesting trading off so once they're done with Petris and whoever's in town is done with town that we swap?
We can, or if the group that goes in town wants to get provisions for everybody, and
I
Whatever happens.
have a thought. Who would like to come with me to the monastery to take care of Petrus?
I will.
I believe I have to carry him.
Oh, that's probably true. But if I would actually prefer if one of the two of you would go with the ladies to do the shopping because you know what I like for dinner. Just grab something and I'll make it when we get home.
I think I can do that.
Okay. Perfect. Then we have a plan.
Is there anything else besides dinner that you need?
No. I have everything I need at home.
Okay.
Marge.
Marge, do you need anything?
I believe I'm well.
Okay. Then, ladies, I'm all yours.
Oh, goody. Let's go shopping.
I don't think you're going
Lovely.
to find much shopping in a town like this, but be my guess.
Well, you
Shopping
know
montage.
where the general store is.
I
So-
do.
And the baker. Please, bread, please. For the love of all that is holy, a fresh loaf of bread.
Your favorite or my favorite? They're vastly
Surprise me.
different.
Surprise me.
All right, both it is.
Very good. So we are splitting the party.
For now.
Oh, when you say it like that, I want to take it back.
No. That's exactly what I wanted. Let's go.
You know, splitting the
Shenanigans.
party is not always a bad thing, right?
Yes, it is. Every
No.
time.
Every
Divide
single
and
time.
conquer.
Divide and conquer.
Okay.
I've only had one bad
Also, Nia
experience
just
from
really
splitting the
didn't want to
party.
go to church. She's not a church boy girl.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, Nia likes to take people to church.
Oh.
I'm a paladin, so it's fine.
Okay.
Hey girl, you want to see heaven? Because I got some lay on hands for you.
Oh my god, stop.
Nope.
Where is it? Where's the
And
right
we're-
card? I had to find the right card.
Oh, no. Green card in play.
No.
Gosh. Okay.
All right.
Let's continue.
Are y'all
So-
sure y'all want to put us in the same group shopping?
Not really.
Yeah. This.
I was
Be
gonna
fine.
say you two are like flirting with each other, and you just go, "I'm all yours," and Marcella just rolls her eyes and goes, "Oh goody," and just walks off.
You mean the
Marcella,
one who has
do
no
you
idea
know
where
where
she's
you're
going,
going?
walks off? Yeah.
Love it.
She'll figure it out. It
It's
doesn't
not a
look
very
like it's that
big town.
It's not a very big town.
All right. You know what? We'll just deal with the shopping first.
Oh, okay.
I was planning on doing, the like plot thing, but screw it. Let's go shopping.
Yes,
Shopping.
yes. Quench the thirst so we
That's
can
right,
move the
quench-
plot along.
Right. Okay. So, most everything you're looking for is going to be on the north end of town. Giles's Bakery is right next to the River's Head General Store, but of course, Dianna, you know that.
Mhm.
Where are you going first?
Bakery should be last, ladies. So we can be as fresh as possible for Aoife. We should go to that general store first. I have some things I need to buy and letters to drop off.
Very good.
Okay.
So you're going to go see your friend Urson.
Mhm.
So you walk through the door of this fairly large building. It's 2-story. You know from having been here before that the proprietors live upstairs and the downstairs is a very large, well-appointed general store. There are provisions stacked out back like firewood, hay, things like that. The nearest section of the store as you walk in is potables, foodstuffs, decent selection of wine. And as you go further in, there's hardware, cooking supplies, not both food and pots, pans, that sort of thing. And along the farthest wall is a selection, or would normally be a selection, of fruits and vegetables. This time of year, it's mostly collard greens, kohlrabi. You've got some turnips back there, potatoes, that kind of thing. Not a lot growing this time of year. But, what order are we walking in?
I'm first.
Very good. The second you hit the front door, you hear a familiar voice. Dianna, it's so good to see you. How was the star candy?
It was wonderful.
Good.
Aoife and Marge loved it. I appreciate you finding that for me. Do you have any more?
Maybe.
What do I have to do to convince you to sell it to me?
Absolutely nothing, dear. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Oh,
These are
And-
my new companions. We are kind of on a work assignment.
oh. What work do you do? We never talked about this.
Well,
Civil service, darling.
yeah, unfortunately. The life of a
Oh.
paladin is nothing but civil service.
Hmm.
So, ladies, would you introduce yourselves to my dear friend here?
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, a friend of Diana's. My name is Neha. What a
Neha.
wonderful shop you have.
Thank you so much. Absolute pleasure.
Where's your wine?
She has
End cap.
priorities.
End cap right back there.
Thank you. I'll be shopping for other things, but have to
Yes.
get that out of the way first.
We do have a vineyard not far to the north. So it's mostly local, but there's a few things from down south. I don't know what you like, but if you can't find anything, I may have a few stores in the back. Just let me know.
If it's from an orchard and it's bottled and it's good, then I like it.
Oh, why waste time on bad wine, dear? Go. It will be good, I promise.
I hope you only have good wine.
And you, my dear.
Marcella, charmed.
Likewise.
Question.
Yes.
Might you be able to fix this? And she, without moving the fabric around too much, points to the hole that is in her shirt from where she got stuck with the arrow in the dungeon.
Me? No, but hold on. Kaloon, sweetie, can you come here?
Oh, Kaloon's here. Wonderful. I've missed the both of you so much.
And through the door in the back of the shop comes a 7-foot-tall half-orc man.
I'm in love. I love this so
Just
much.
Nia from the wine section, just like
Yeah.
Down, girl. Down.
I just imagine from the other side of the display.
It's Dale.
look. I'm not buying, just perusing.
He walks through the shop around the counter, and Ursin is all of maybe 5.5 feet tall. And he just steps down and gives her a little kiss on the top of the head. Yes, dear, what is it? Marcella there needs a repair.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Come. And he will motion you into the back of the store. There's a little changing room, and he offers you a robe so that you can come out of the shirt so he can stitch it for you.
What color is the robe? What
White.
color is the robe?
White.
How thin is it?
Not.
Okay.
The-
Well,
these-
I'm
these-
only
these are-
asking because you know how white, like woven fabrics, you can see certain colors underneath it.
These are people of the north. This is the dead of winter.
Okay,
They don't-
perfect.
They don't want you to freeze to death.
Okay, perfect. That would have posed a different
I know.
conversation. Yeah, so she goes and changes into the robe and she secures it as high and as tightly as possible, and hands over the blouse.
He just gives you one of these. I'll be right back. And he walks off to do his thing. You are welcome to peruse in the robe if you wish.
Yeah.
No one will mind.
Yeah, I'm just kind of wandering, occasionally asking questions of my cat. I'm not sure which is funnier, to just like keep glancing at the cat, just like she's asking questions in her head, or to ask them out loud.
I leave it to you.
Yeah, she probably just asks them out loud because she doesn't really understand the whole mind thing fully. You know, I'm terribly sorry. Manners, of course. What should I call you?
My name is Bixley.
But you can call me Bix.
Bix. Okay.
Yes.
What? Don't know how to ask this without. Would you prefer she, him?
Oh, she, please.
Okay. You have quite a perplexing name. I just don't want to call you the wrong thing. So, what is this head thing you do?
You mean the way I speak?
Yes, that.
I can speak out loud, but it's very uncomfortable.
Do Dianna and Neha hear this?
Yeah, Dianna would have. Actually, yes. Only Dianna would have understood it.
What is that?
Well, then.
And Ursula at that point pokes her head around. Oh, it's one of Harry's cats.
This is Harry's cat.
Well, I mean, he keeps several of them around.
Are you Harry's cat?
I told you, I'm yours.
Oh,
and I am
not
a cat.
Look, darling, you take the form of a cat. I don't know what to tell you. You're going to be mistaken for a cat often.
Yes, I know. It's irritating as hell.
I understand. I do.
Have you been a cat?
Have I been a cat?
Yes. You said you understood.
I do. I have not been a cat, but I'm sure I would quite enjoy that. Wouldn't look. I wouldn't have to deal with them. She just vaguely gestures to Neha and Dianna and whatever it is that they're doing with their lives right now.
You see Neha with like 4 bottles of wine going up to the counter and placing it down. And she's like, I'm not done yet. And then goes back. Where's my box wine? God damn it.
I know you said now this one she asks in her head.
Yes.
No, I know you said that Shosgroth sent you.
Yes.
I know. Look,
I've been here for a year.
Look.
He told me the year to meet you, but he didn't have a month or day.
Yes, that is quite frustrating. I apologize. If I had known, would have shown up sooner.
He teaches temporal mechanics, for God's sake. You'd think he could get it right.
That honestly seems like a personal flaw.
You have no idea, summer child.
Now, I'm not really sure how to ask this. Did he mention anyone else when he sent you here?
Well, he did mention the boy because he knew why you were traveling. He worked that much out, at least. Why he cares about you or the boy, I have no idea.
That's what I'm trying to suss out exactly. Well, I think that's enough 20 questions for now, don't you think? Now, one more question for you. How should I care for you? What do you like to eat? What do you do?
Oh, I can hunt for myself. Although if you find some fish, I wouldn't say no. I hate getting my paws wet.
Does it matter if they're dried?
No.
Wonderful.
I prefer them fresh.
Well, yes, I'm just thinking for longer journeys. Wonderful. And she goes off to find the preserved foods.
Very good.
Spoiler alert, your cat's gonna hate my house.
Oh, I'm sure.
started ignoring Marcella and just started picking out the hardier vegetables and whatnot to make almost like a stew since it's so cold.
Yep.
And
Lots
I
of root
had-
veg, and like I said, plenty of leafy greens from the top of the root veg, a couple beets, that kind of thing.
And I want to slip a letter to Ursian to send out.
She just takes it and nods. She knows. She tucks it under the counter where all the mail goes. It doesn't take very long for Kaloon to wander back from the back of the store, carrying your blouse. And Marcella, he walks over to you and lets you inspect the stitching. He is very good at what he does. And hands it back to you and says, "You can change at your leisure, ma'am. You know where the room is."
Yes.
He wanders back through, kisses his partner, and out.
I'm assuming there are baskets or things around.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes.
She's been filling a basket, so she sets it on the counter and just motions that she'll be right back for it, and goes and changes into her shirt.
Yes, of course.
Abe, I did send you a message.
I saw.
Okay. Before he goes off, odd question.
Yes.
How long might it take you to make a nicer, sturdier shirt for, say, a being about yay tall and about perhaps yay wide? She is roughly giving him the dimensions of Marge.
What do you have in mind? I mean, I can make almost anything. Your friend is, by those dimensions, about my size.
Just
What?
something sturdy, perhaps a little heavier, something that might not tear easily, something he can have for quite a while.
So something that might hold up to a blade like what cut yours.
Yes, if that is even possible.
I'll see what I can do.
You're wonderful, thank you.
Dianna, y'all staying with Aoife again?
Yes, that reminds me.
I'll have it
Package
sent by
from
courier.
last time. I believe there was an order for her.
Yes,
Can I have that to take to her, please?
of course.
Wonderful.
He will wander back to the back of the store for a moment, set it down. Tell you what, ma'am. He's looking at Marcella. I will have your package delivered to Aoife's first thing in the morning.
That sounds wonderful.
Very good.
And now out of character for
Yeah.
Justin,
Yes.
can Marcella charge this all to the estate?
I don't see why she wouldn't have a letter of credit on her.
Wonderful.
Also, wouldn't they be familiar with Marge to know that he's probably the being she just described by going,
Yeah, well, I mean, yes, they know Marge.
Marcella
mean,
doesn't know that.
Yeah, Marcella has no idea.
So she says, wonderful, thank you, that would be fabulous. And she looks at, I'm sorry, can you say the shopkeeper's name one more time?
Ursian?
Ursian. She looks at Ursian and hands her, she from somewhere, she produces a slip of paper that basically says who she is and basically where to charge it, slides it over the counter and says,
it has her signet on it. And all
yeah,
of that.
this is, well, she also wears a signet ring, so it's on the middle finger of her right hand. And she just slides the paper over. So not only does it have the seal of her house, she is also wearing the seal of her house. And she just says, whatever they're getting, and in addition to what I have here and for the shirt and the repair, you can just go ahead and charge that here.
Oh,
please.
Yes, ma'am. By all means.
I've never been taken so well taken care of before by anybody.
Oh, ouch.
Goodness.
Just
You haven't bought me anything yet,
Look.
Marshmallow.
Oh.
look.
I will have to
I
remind you of
will-
something when we are alone later.
oh shit.
Everyone leans in real
Right.
close.
I'm about to say something, but all of a sudden you have my complete attention.
Okay.
Somebody fan. No producer because it will be perpetually on screen.
Yep.
Just,
Look, I'm here for it, but my goodness, warn a girl next time. And that's Neha says that, and Marcella turns around and goes, "Look, I take care of my own. However, just take it a little easy on the wine. We my line of credit for travel only goes so far."
Oh, this was for the traveling back. Like I only brought the one, so
Wonderful.
you're all welcome to. She points at one of the bottles. She says, "We can share this one. The other ones are for me."
Do you need help
That is
carrying
the
any of
least
it?
selfless
Oh, no.
thing. That is the least selfless thing I think I've ever heard you say.
Well, you've never
As-
met me at night, so.
Wow.
Yes. So
That was her putting, by the way, everything into her
her
purse.
sack. Yeah, I know. I got there.
Not just the wine too. Like
They
I wasn't
never-
sure if it was into the shirt or into the
okay.
bag of holding.
hold up. Yeah.
There we go.
She puts everything in there and then just closes it up.
Yeah, I was
So-
gonna say she produces it from like her course, like her line of credit from her corset, assuming that there is a small pocket sewn to the inside of it. And then I'm like, she hasn't gotten dressed yet. She produces it from somewhere.
While all of this is going on, Ursian has written out a little invoice and has her sealing wax out. Madam, if you wouldn't mind. And she pours a little wax for you to take the ring off and do the thing.
Oh, she doesn't take it off. She just.
Oh, she just.
Yep.
Ballsy.
Very good, my lady.
Thank you so very much.
Of course. It's a pleasure to have you all here. Oh, I almost forgot. She ducks down under the counter and pulls out a little sack and hands it to Dianna. Now, you need to make that last because it really is all that I'm going to get this year.
I will do my best. No promises, though.
Well, if you get home, you can always send me more. You know I'll pay for it.
I don't think home is happening for a very long time, but I'll keep that in mind.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you, too. Of course, if you ever need anything, you know where to find us.
I do. Thank you so much.
We're always available for you.
She just beams at you.
We just try. I try to push them out before Neha can grab any more wine.
Oh no, I grabbed all of it that I needed.
It's 37 bottles.
No,
37?
4 bottles.
You know, if you buy 6, you get 10% off.
Damn it.
But only with the marshmallow discount.
Get my punch card.
Perfect.
All right. Now, for the other half of the party. So, as the shopping excursion turns to the south, the lot of you turn north, being all of 2 of you. Marge still carrying. I had to stop and think of his name.
Petris.
Petris.
Why?
Now you haven't.
You've called him
Ruined
petulance and
you.
petroleum and pistachio.
You've ruined you. I'm so
And-
sorry.
Congratulations, team. We got it.
Ruined you.
That's right. You broke your DM. Good job.
4 episodes in. Ruined
It only
you.
took 4. God.
I know
30
his
years
name-
and it took y'all 4 months.
I know his name is Petris. I just choose to call him anything else.
So, as you turn north, and Marge is carrying Petris.
Or Horatio. I knew him well.
Ratio. Pietro.
God.
Goodness.
Lucy is in lockstep with Marge. Aoife leading the way. You pass the entrance to the labyrinth, which Aoife, you have been in before. The tree in the middle, despite the chill in the air, is in full bloom. And you walk up to the front door of this, what we would call Victorian style, 2-story house with a wooden door and a simple brass knocker. God help me if you check it for traps.
Diana's not with them, unfortunately.
No checking.
So-
We know better than that
Should be
here.
safe.
So one moment, please, Mr. DM.
Yes.
We need to back up a little bit.
What's up?
As we're walking, Marge has Petris over his left shoulder. He's going to reach his right hand in his pocket. And if I remember right, you said the description of the second piece of parchment hanging on the wall was worn and faded, correct?
Correct.
Mending.
What?
Okay, though, but if I remember that spell correctly, and we're gonna have to double check this, it will mend the paper, but it won't fix the ink.
Nope. The piece of paper is whole.
Okay. We'll get back to that piece of paper and then later. Marge is going to pull the first piece of paper out
Yes.
and hand it to Aoife and go,
I believe our friend has questions to answer. It would explain why she came to us in such a hurry.
I think you're right. We'll just we'll keep this between us for right now, because I have a feeling that there's a story there that we don't know yet.
Marge nods.
That's itchy. I'm gonna take that out. I don't like that. I don't like that.
It was good for the role play.
It worked. It worked.
Hey, Andrew, if you're still in chat, I really need Diana's face the moment he casts mending, please, and thank you. So, that the slightly tense moment out of the way. She's pulling out all the
So many cards. What do I
pulled
do?
out every last one of the cards.
I'm sure there's a way we can read what was there.
Oh, I'm quite confident there is, but mending isn't it. So now, can we forward back to the door, or do you have anything else?
That was it. I promised Aoife that as soon as
You did.
you
That's
had a
right, you
moment,
did.
I would.
That's true.
That's right. You absolutely did. So you knock on the door.
Indeed.
Yes. And a wizened old man with hair almost as white as his robes answers the door. And he smiles because he knows you. Aoife, dear. So good to see you.
It is good to be seen, Algren. How are you? How are things?
I am well, and so are things. Although, he kind of looks back. Maybe not for everyone.
Well, yes, we have a bit of a snafu.
Oh, come. And he leads you in to a little parlor. His foyer has ample seating and little tables everywhere. Candles are lit in sconces on the wall. Can I get you some tea, dear?
Oh, I think unfortunately we're in a bit of a rush today.
As you wish.
Unfortunately.
And who is your friend? Not the dead one, the other one.
Oh, this is Marge.
Marge. So good to meet you.
Oh,
Hello.
it is a pleasure.
The pleasure is mine. So, Aoife, what happened to the boy?
The short the very short version is a cult happened to him. So we believe he is in shock.
So this isn't a resurrection.
Honestly, I'm really hoping not. That would be
good.
That would be terrible.
Because that takes forever, and really,
it's also very expensive.
Yes, well, I'm sorry I can't just be handing out diamonds, dear.
Oh well, wouldn't we all if we could?
Indeed. So this is just simple revivify, possibly a few prayers. Yes.
Hopefully.
Let's see.
Hopefully, yes.
I believe he is alive, just unresponsive.
Yes, well, let's see. He walks over and he sort of unceremoniously lifts Petris's head and kind of looks up in his eyes. Yes, he's seen some things, hasn't he?
Marge nods.
I imagine he will have some stories to tell.
My guess is they aren't going to be good ones.
Probably not. No. No.
Well, Algren claps his ears, almost boxing the kid's ears. He's not here for the gentleness. And starts praying. About midway through a sentence, he stops and goes, I probably should have offered to let you have a seat. Do you want to put him down somewhere? This will only take a few minutes.
Marge, you're okay?
I'm fine. I can kneel if I need to make it easier on you.
We're okay.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, though. Thank you.
Yes. He kind of goes back to his work. Head down, and he's chanting for a few minutes. And 3 minutes pass, 4. He's just chanting away. About 5 minutes in, Petris screams.
Oh, I was hoping that wouldn't happen.
And he steps back and goes, he's awake now.
Yes, indeed.
The screaming only continues for a few seconds before he goes quiet.
Marge is going to reach up and pat him on the back.
Wow.
It's okay.
I say, and the second he screams, Lucy comes around and jumps like Marge. You kind of feel the pressure on the back of your legs as she jumps up trying to get to him because she knows he's awake now. And she's all, Master. And Algren looks down and goes, oh, he has a Tithwan. Oh, come here. And gives Lucy a little scratch on the back of the ears.
Marge, why don't you go ahead and put Petris down so we can let Lucy close?
Marge would kneel down and try to gently place Petris on the floor.
He manages to come to sitting.
Okay.
And the moment you are clear, Lucy is simply upon him. All 3 tails, just like crazy. And she is just licking that boy. Well, somebody's happy he's alive.
Yeah, well, honestly, we all are. We all are.
Mind if I ask who he is?
This young man, his name is Petris, and he is our charge, unfortunately, for the both of us.
Charge?
Sending civil service.
Oh.
Yes, so we
I know
have
they're
to...
going to call me just any day now. It's been 3 decades.
It's a delight, truly. But yes, we're going to be taking him home with us this evening, and tomorrow, I believe, we will be setting out again to bring him to where he is to be.
Very good. Do you need anything else? So good to see you.
It has been too long, honestly, truly. I really should get up here more often. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't apologize, dear. You know the blessings of this place and of my labyrinth are always open to you if you need them.
Is there anything that you need that we can do for you before we go?
No. I have everything I could ever want.
Thank you for your help.
Of course. Anytime.
All right, Petris, Marge, let's, I think you'll probably still have to carry him.
It's okay. It's okay. I can walk. Lucy, sweetie. Lucy, down. It's okay. It's okay. I can walk.
Try not to wander off again, please.
The hell are you talking about?
Let's save this for a later time. Let's discuss this over dinner.
Okay.
Thank you again, Algren, for your help. I appreciate it.
Of course.
As we're walking out, Aoife will pull out a skin of water and pass it to Petris. Drink some of that, please.
Gratefully accepts it. And so, your charge is mobile.
Let us meet up with the ladies and head home. You'll be staying with us tonight.
He's still, words are hard.
Words are hard, I understand.
So, it doesn't take you long to find the ladies. It only takes them a moment to come back out of the store. Weirdly not laden with anything, but then again,
does Neha's bag look bigger? Like, does it bulging at all? No? Okay, so it's all right. Okay.
I mean, you have pockets that work that way. You kind of know.
Sure.
Well, and so, once you have met back up, I believe you have another decision to make.
Oh.
We know we're going to... Oh, yes?
Real quick, Aoife. While we were at the general store, we may have put in... well, I hate to call it a large order. What I'm trying to say is that there is credit at the general store should you need anything, if you would like to run and let them know while we are still here.
No, I'm sure Dianna got everything we need.
We didn't, actually. We still need to go to the bakery. I do remember that.
Oh.
Meg, as the player, is trying to address something that was said by Liz before this session about wanting something new.
Oh, yeah, no, we got that covered. That was the package, wasn't it? Am I missing things again? I thought that was the package.
I think I'm missing things then.
I will go get my package. Thank you for reminding me.
I was like, that was not clear.
Aoife, I picked up your package from the general store.
Thank you. I was very confused because I know you had said something about it. I'm like, oh, well, she's already doing this thing. That's no one made clear what the package was.
I don't know what the package is. So
Thank you for picking that up for me.
It's
You're welcome.
package. Only the shipper and the receiver know what's in it.
But bread, very important. So
we took a little bit of extra time in the general store than I was anticipating.
No worries.
Someone decided to clean out their wine stock.
I'm sorry. I only bought 4. Well, I didn't buy. Marcella graciously put them on her credit. There's only 4. She also needed
I tried to stop her.
A blouse mended.
Honestly, it's not a problem. We have time. We have a whole night, in fact.
And I'm looking forward to it. So let's go get this bread.
Let's get the spread.
I love you and I hate you. Okay, let's go to the bakery.
I'm like, I'm ready to do it. Cocked and loaded.
Yep.
Let's go.
Well, luckily the next store down happens to be the bakery.
Perfect.
Are you all going in?
I don't know if all of us need to go in.
Very good.
He doesn't go in. Yeah,
I am perfectly willing to RP this, or you are simply welcome to pick up bread. Either way,
we'll simply walk in and just say the usual. and do this.
Yep.
One of each, please.
Right. I'm on it.
Perfect.
And Giles goes and gets your bread. It's all nice and wrapped up. Hands it to you. You would probably see him a lot more regularly than you see the priest. So it's kind of a casual.
It's probably true.
Yeah.
Casual, what up?
Yeah.
Let's get that bread.
Oh gosh.
So,
What time is it now, Justin?
you're getting to late afternoon at this point. By the time you get to either the edge of the swamp or the edge of town via the road, it's going to be early evening.
So, so Justin,
Yes.
we passed by one of the taverns.
You will wind up passing by two, and a third one if you go by way of Gibson's Ferry.
Mm. None of these are. What was the name of it? Harry's.
Oh no, Harry's the Harry Kitty is there. Yeah.
Harry Kitty.
Yeah.
Is
South
it
end of town.
here or is
Yes,
it
it's
in
on the south end of
Gibson's-
town.
Oh, I thought it was in Gibson Ferry. Got it.
No.
Okay.
It's on the south end of town. You can see it from where you're standing.
Which direction are we going to your house? The shorter route you said.
Well, I think if we go the shorter route, Marge is going to have to carry Petris. I don't want him to have to walk through the swamp and get messy in his current state.
Okay, I can manage.
It's
Oh, okay. Well, either way,
it'll be about an hour in that direction. You should be able to find your way. There are wind chimes through the swamp. They'll guide you to the house.
Oh no, I'm not leaving.
Oh,
Dead.
I misunderstood. I apologize.
I know. I definitely want to know and see the house and rest my feet a moment, but I may have to take a walk back into town later.
Neha, what is it exactly that you do as a job? If I remember correctly, it was rather interesting.
Well, everyone has needs, and for the right price, I'll facilitate those for the evening. That's what I
Noted.
do.
Your
I also
explanation is
perform
enough.
on stages, normal ones, for normal
Won't
court.
find those here, unfortunately.
Well, that's not the kind of work I wanted to do this evening.
Look, I may
Aoife,
be
shall we?
judgmental about your attitude, but I will never judge you for that.
I don't believe so, no. No one has yet. Well, that's not true. Never mind. But don't worry, I won't be getting anyone in trouble. Just
Oh no, we cause plenty of trouble. It's fine.
I saw something on the way up, and I might need to return to one of the taverns to see if my suspicions are correct. That's all.
Whatever you need to do.
I'm not one to question much. Shall we go, Aoife? Lead the way?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Let's go home.
As you
Please.
start to walk,
Ooh, so sorry.
boom. Yes. As you start to walk south, Neha, you hear a faint song on the wind. So, we're going through the heart of the swamp, are we?
When you say it like that, I get nervous, Justin.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, imagine why.
Just like we have ruined him for doors and traps, Justin has ruined the innocent. So we head through the heart of the swamp, do we?
Absolutely. Yes, we do. Why not?
Yeah, this is Aoife's swamp. Why wouldn't we go through the heart of it?
Of course. For the record, are you carrying Petris?
If I need to.
Okay.
Like
He'll be stumbling. He'll be slow, but he can manage. He really can.
If he can manage and he wants to, then that's fine. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's a slog. It's
Yeah.
not a pretty swamp.
Nope, it is not. I mean, depends on how you do swamps. I like swamps.
That's fair. That's true. That's true.
Does anyone carry Lucy?
I would carry Lucy if Petris is going to be petulant.
Yeah, Petris is going to be petulant. He's a stubborn little bastard.
Yeah, then Marge would pick up Lucy,
Okay.
tuck her under one arm.
She's very happy to just be tucked and doing her little Luciness. Meanwhile, Bix, with every step, is...
Bixley, would you like a hand?
Yes.
Look, you want to be here just as much as I want you here, and I really did not mean that to be as nasty as it came across. I'm willing to help you. You just ask.
How big is this cat?
About twice the size of Lucy.
So like a cougar?
Damn near. Big fluffy ass cougar.
Claws in DeMarge's back. Just hold on for the ride.
Does your cat need carrying?
Yes, I do believe she needs assistance. If you would not mind.
Marge has turned into a giant cat scratcher now.
Apparently.
Scratching post.
You claw him, you pay for it.
He would, like, I guess, half kneel to get so the cat can get up.
It tries to lay across your neck, kind of.
That's
like a
fine.
Scarf.
Giant cat scarf.
Ragdoll.
Big giant. kind of at Lucy as it settles in.
If it hissed at Lucy, I would growl back at it.
And Marcella in her head is going, she has been here far longer than you have. Behave yourself.
She jumped through a temporal portal for her master. Shut up.
What have you done?
What have you done?
Except for show up and just be huffy.
There is only one that show up and be huffy, and that's me.
I love all of this.
The grouchy Milk kind of cuts an eye at Marcella and goes,
You do know that's not a dog, right?
Oh, fully aware.
Good. Damn Tithwan.
Wait,
And
what did she say?
damned Tithwan.
Does Marcella know what that means?
Nope. You say it out loud, somebody here will.
Didn't the Aarakocra say that?
He did. This is the second time that's been said.
What? Okay. Perhaps someone can fill me in because this is the second time we have... What? Okay. The second time that I have heard it because this one likes to communicate in my head. What is a Tethwan?
Knowledge check?
Yep.
Who would know?
Marge? Question mark.
I can't show that. Nat 20. I can't show the dice I rolled it on, though.
That's okay. These are servants of the summer court. She is properly intelligent fae. Just because she doesn't speak common doesn't mean she's not smart girl.
Oh, we know she's smart girl.
Mm-hmm.
And
Just dumb decisions.
odds are pretty good that if she's following this boy around, that means somebody in his family is pretty high in the summer court.
Suddenly things are starting to make sense.
You've never seen a Tithwan, but you know the word.
Would they be considered guardians of the summer court?
It's not a bad way to put it. Lucy would be there to keep an eye on things. She's not much of a fighter, but that's not the point.
I don't know
Except
what
for it
she's
in
about.
heart.
She has the heart of one. Voice from the producer. You can't hear him.
So does...
Tithwan is a being of the summer courts. Normally, they guard people who have sway with the court.
Well, interestingly enough, Bix there seems to be under the impression that Lucy is a Tith one.
In Sylvan, Marge is going to look at Lucy. He's going to like spin her.
Are you a Tith one?
Oh, yes. Why?
Why do you guard this boy?
Because his father serves my queen. And I was told to guard him, and so I do. Is that a problem?
No.
Oh, good. And she just throws back to all three tails, just...
You don't deserve this cute puppy.
It's making more sense now.
And Marge would answer. He would go, yes, Lucy is a Tith one.
Marcella walks up to Marge and reaches up because her milk is now curled up around Marge's neck. And she just scratches her ear and says, "Oh, wonderful girl."
I may not be a cat, but I do like that.
I thought you might. She takes one of the dried fish that she picked up at the market and hands it to her.
There you go. Did you buy a 60-pack of anchovies?
I literally bought her dried treats. I that's why I asked if she had a preference for if they were dried, because I was like, I want something to be able to give her like on journeys.
The purr is loud enough to rattle you, Marge.
Marge, I have just given you a neck massage.
So
it's probably amplified. Being
somebody roll me percentile dice.
Not
who
it.
wants to do it?
I'll do
I'll
it.
do it. Oh, go for it, Nikki. Somebody.
Hey, yeah. 40.
I said that and I didn't have mine handy.
That means we win. Yay.
Win! Yay!
Huzzah!
We
Since
beat
I rolled a
D&D,
5,
y'all.
yes, you did.
Thanks,
This is the
Preston.
second time I have gone for a random encounter
Thank you
and
for
rolled under 10.
thank you for blessing your dice in our favor, Preston.
Well, So, again, amazingly, you make it through the swamp without incident.
You're welcome. It's
Told
the
you
wind
this
chimes.
is Ava Swamp.
Yes, ma'am.
Can Marcella do a kind of what's going to be a seemingly random thing?
Of course.
She wants to look around to see if these creatures that we ran into in the dungeon exist outside of that dungeon. She's looking to see if any of them exist in Aoife's swamp.
Oh, the alligator things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a gator head. There's a gator
Well, I was about to say, it wouldn't be a very high perception roll to find a gator in a swamp.
No, but she's
they're
looking specifically for
kind of that profile.
Yeah.
I won't make you roll for it. There
Okay.
aren't any out here.
Okay. It was just a curious thing.
No, I like where your head's at. But no.
Okay. She
No,
is satisfied.
no strange antlered semi-alligator things in the swamp. So, we make it back to Aoife's house. Aoife, tell us about coming home.
Well, as we approach the house, you would see that there is a very worn path leading to well, to pretty much everybody else, it probably looks like a shack on stilts up above the water. There are wind chimes lining the path, and there's a set of some rickety old stairs that somehow Marge manages to not crash through. It's fine. We're gonna go with witchcraft.
He steps on the struts.
We're gonna go with witchcraft. That the floors and whatnot are so well reinforced by magic that you don't have to worry about it. And when we go inside, the house is, well, dark until we light a fire, but it's small and cozy. But there's enough room for everybody. So when the fire is lit, Aoife gets a stew going because that's her favorite. And
which, by the way, like Neha opens her bag, she's like, "Okay, here's everything that Dianna picked out for you." Just pulling.
Perfect, absolutely perfect.
And here's wine.
So we make a stew in the big stew pot on the fire. There are bookshelves. There's a big wooden table for everyone to sit around. And there's a loft upstairs for folks to sleep. Lots of blankets, lots of space. So you can come and go as you please. We don't lock the doors here. Nobody bothers us in the swamp.
I hand Aoife the brown paper wrap package.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She unwraps it and shakes out a new dress. Black with shoulders.
Sleeves.
Love it.
And sleeves, yes.
Sleeves.
Perfect for winter, finally.
Finally.
So, dinner's cooking. You're all in a quiet, safe place. Night falls. Of course, it's dead of winter, so you don't hear the sound of night things. Only the call of one lone nighthawk. Everyone but Neha, that is. The song on the wind is getting stronger.
Neha, she stands up after finishing whatever glass of wine that is in front of her and says, I'm going to go back into town for just a moment. And I should be back sometime in the early morning. But if I'm not, well,
I'll come looking for you.
thanks.
Be safe.
I usually am. And she is going to step outside.
Very good. As it's after dinner, night has fallen. What's everybody else doing?
Well, I think we can probably put Petris in my bed. He and Lucy can sleep near the fire.
He can have my pillow.
That's upstairs in the loft. I don't want to have to carry him upstairs. He can sleep down here in the bed.
Oh, it's okay.
You can sleep in the bed. It is fine.
Okay. He goes back to just petting Lucy.
There are enough blankets upstairs for everyone in the crates if we want to turn in early. I think it's probably a good idea. It is sleepy time.
Marge is probably sitting by the fire with a hunk of firewood and a blade, just carving and shooting the chips into the fire.
I step outside on the front porch for fresh air.
Neha's not the only one that hears something. Speaking of, Neha,
Yes.
The song is not coming from the way you came.
No.
It calls to you from the east. Even in the dark, you can see the road well enough by the light of the moon and follow the sound of wind chimes, paths wide open. It's not long before you see the glow of the watchfires of a town you will later know is called Gibson's Ferry. But tonight, it's just another place with an inn. Doesn't take you long. You get to the edge of town. You can hear the sounds of carousing. With every step, the song gets just a little bit louder. Night has fallen in the swamp. It's the dead of winter. And so there's not the usual song of night things. No frogs, no insects. A lone nighthawk calls not far away. And in the distance you hear owls answering. But Dianna, that's not all you hear. Something calls to you. Something in that swamp knows your name. And it's beckoning you to step out into the night. Do you go?
I follow it.
The ground is soft beneath your feet, but you walked in. You were expecting this. The voice is coming from back in the direction you came. As you walk, as the nighthawk's call gets quieter and quieter, a mist forms at your feet, and the voice calls again. You're drawn almost inexorably to it. And the further you go, the more the mist surrounds you. And it feels like coming home. After a few hundred yards, you can't see more than maybe 10 feet in front of you, but it doesn't matter. Your feet know exactly where to go. And it's then, when you feel most secure, that faces start to appear in the mist. And then whole bodies. People start to step out in front of you. You stop to watch. First your mother. Her warm brown hair falling over her face, obscuring one of her beautiful green eyes. She has your freckles. Your father, tall elven male, graying blonde, shocking blue eyes, looks at you and smiles. Caleb, your mentor. And of all the people in the world, Neha, looking younger and bright, full of life. And then they're all gone, except for one. This one you know. This one you know almost as well as you know yourself. One man, clad in purple robes that match the pin on your chest. You do know this one, don't you?
I step out to reach.
Do you say anything to him?
No, I don't need to.
No, you really don't. The moment your hand would make contact, he disappears. And so does the mist. You're fairly certain that what's in front of you
wouldn't have been there before. It doesn't look like this place. It looks like something else whole and entire. A huge structure of glass. Wisteria trailing off of it in bloom, which isn't right for this time of year. And inside, our verdant life of a forest that doesn't match this place either. Soundlessly, the doors open to you. What do you do?
I step through.
Very good. You walk past a short wall of vegetation around either side and step into a courtyard. Above you, you can see the stars. You can see the gentle rings of the planet, shrouded in the lightest of mist, obscuring detail, but letting just enough light through. And at the far end of the courtyard stands a woman in gray robes that seem to blow in the wind, except that there is no wind here. She looks at you, a soft smile on her lips, and says, "I've been expecting you. Tell me, child, do you know who I am?"
You're the one who called to me that night?
Yes, that's right. I was hoping you would recognize my voice.
It's not one I could forget.
No, I imagine it's not. But that doesn't wholly answer my question, child. Do you know who I am?
Your name is Lyra.
That's right. I am Lyra. Guardian of liars, Lady of the Mist, Mother of illusionists. And I am here to tell you where the mantle of summer service. You are no summer child. You are mine. Come to me.
I go to Lyra and kneel in front.
Yes, that's right. You know. But of course you do. You've led a life of deception and have known many lies. You must embrace them and protect others from absolute truth. The one who caused you the strongest deception in your life is the one you crave the most. Come to terms with their lies. And maybe, just maybe, they can return. But know this. This world has burned before. The light of the truth of this place can burn, immolating any who knows it. You, Dianna, my child, are singularly capable of obscuring that light. You were not born to this, but you were made for it. I can give you the power of the mist shadows if you have the strength to wield it. You would not hide just your own secrets, but the secrets of all the worlds, hiding them away, that this world will never burn in fire again. Give me your sword.
I take my dark steel sword from across my back and I present it. Still kneeling.
She takes it from you, just like so, grabbing it by the blade and turning it to hold it in front of you for a moment, just like this. Swear to me, child. Swear to me, Lyra, the guardian of liars, the lady of mists, the mother of illusionists, that you will do this, and I will give you the power to keep them safe, to keep him safe. Will you do this?
Yes.
Good. She runs her hand lengthwise along the blade, and as she does, a fine mist rolls off the edges. Rise, mist shadow. Take your blade and do my work.
Whatever it is you ask.
Good. You will hear from me again very soon, my child. And then she simply evaporates, as does this place. And you are standing alone in the swamp in front of an old temple.
I sheath my sword across my back again. Look up to the night sky and head back to the party.
Very well. Welcome to the service of Lyra. You can pick out individual voices now. It's a choir. It's a host. They're singing for you. But you're not here for them just yet, are you?
No. I'll come later.
Yeah, I thought so. Well, the inn is well lit, boisterous. Lots of possible patrons to choose from. One man in particular, sitting at the bar, is leering at everyone who wanders by, and turns his leer to you when you walk in. Well, hello there.
Hi. I couldn't help but notice two things about you when I walked in. One, that you were the first person to see me, and two, that beautiful bracelet on your wrist.
Huh. You like it, do you?
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. Found this in Balmoral, of all places. It's passing through. It's a nice piece. Doesn't look like it's from there, though.
Well,
You like shiny things, do you?
I like more than shiny things, but if you want to show me more than shiny things, I know an inn you and I can maybe go to together if you're not busy.
Oh, yes, well. I've been in enough bars like this to know the next question I should ask. Just how much is this gonna cost me?
Well, it's your lucky day. You can choose. Either you can pay me my normal prices, 10 gold pieces, or you can give me that pretty bracelet.
Well, I'd honestly meant this for my wife, but I guess what she doesn't know can't hurt either of us.
No, I don't suppose not. Besides, I think you could probably find something a lot nicer for your wife in the morning.
Well, I am headed through Barden next. Never know what I'll find. So, Madame, lead the way.
Follow me.
And as the song grows ever louder and louder in your head, this skeezy son of a bitch follows you back to a room at the inn. The song gets louder still, and I need you to make me a roll. You know the one.
I actually have to look it back up.
It's a DC 10.
Thank you. That is a dirty 20. Actually, excuse me, 21.
What do you know? The skeezy son of a bitch survives.
What?
More's the pity. So, you've had a successful encounter. Your mark lived through it. And you have a beautiful new bracelet.
It's actually not that pretty. It is a woven, simple bracelet with a small little hammered out steel golden U, like a sheep on it. But Neha clutches it.
Odd that of all the things in the world, that is what you would notice. So, you leave the inn.
Mathematics.
You leave the inn and turn to face the Paradiagua River, the source of the song being sung just for you. Its channels several 100 feet wide, ridiculously deep. Oh, I heard a kitty.
That was a kitty, and I got really excited.
Ridiculously deep. And still it calls. What do you do?
I walk towards it, and I begin singing along.
That's right. You know the words to this song, don't you?
I do.
As you step out into the water, it greets you. It envelops you and welcomes you home. Your sisters have missed you so much. And so, when will you return?
I'm under the water for maybe an hour before I emerge, completely wet, and I prestidigitate myself clean, fasten the bracelet, and make my way back to Alfie's house.
Very good. And just as before, the light of the moon and the sound of the wind chimes welcome you back. The song of the water still ringing in your ears, but only because it's an echo. So, who wakes up first?
That would be Marge.
I was gonna say it's probably one of the two of us because I technically don't sleep.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Marge goes into sentry mode, so he's never really asleep.
So we would probably be awake when Neha gets home.
Okay.
Would I have met up with Neha on her way back?
It's possible y'all would have arrived about the same time.
We both see each other and we're about to step onto the stairs, and Neha looks at Dianna, kind of, well, guess I wasn't the only one enjoying a lively evening.
I had business to take care of.
So did I. I do want you to know, I do remember you.
Oh, I remember you. I could
You
never
know
forget
nothing-
a face like that.
I can never forget eyes like that.
Are you still
know-
keeping out of trouble?
No, never.
No.
But I made a choice that night, and I'm going to continue making that choice if we plan to travel together. I hope you understand. You're cute. I like you.
At least
But
you're honest.
flirting's all you're gonna get out of me.
I wasn't in this for anything other than that.
I'm glad we can understand each other. After you, Marshmallow.
Ladies first.
Not much of a lady anymore.
Sneak snock right into the house.
Neither of you are sneak or snock. The door opens and Ape and Marge both are just looking at the door.
We're like sitting at the table. I've got a cup of tea. There's something bubbling on the fire, waiting for folks to wake up.
Because what time is this at this point?
It's probably still stupid early.
Yeah, it's not sunrise yet.
Oh yeah, then Marcella's in the corner, probably like leaning up against Bix while the two of them are asleep, but she's kind of head down, like one knee up and the other leg stretched out in front of her, just kind of asleep as much as she can be, knowing what happens when Marcella sleeps.
Right. For what it's worth, you weren't entirely alone when you slept.
Don't like that. Don't
There
like that.
There are things in the swamp that just go floating by from time to time.
Oh.
They don't bother
that's
you,
fine.
you don't bother them.
That's
but
fine.
You get a sense that it's for the best that maybe y'all were inside for at least a good part of the night.
Buddy!
Luckily, nothing that would have bothered your true companions, but... So, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Rested, got wine and breakfast. Perfect. And you all definitely notice that Neha has or if you care to notice, Neha has a new accessory on her wrist.
I think Aoife's first thought is that she somehow went into the swamp and the swamp gave it to her and is very very unsettled by that idea. Don't like that one either. Nope. Sure don't.
Out of curiosity, knowing that you picked up a few things along the way, while y'all were sitting waiting for your companions to come back, were y'all up to anything?
Probably repacking my bag since we're going back out again. Put the dress in the bag. I'm gonna take it with me. I'm not gonna change yet.
So Marge would be sitting there whittling because anything that's in his bag is mainly for the party, since he neither eats, drinks, sleeps, nor breathes. You know,
Fair enough.
robot breeds with th.
Breathes.
Yeah, he would probably look over at Aoife.
And do you think we should address what I handed you?
She's not here. We can't even ask her about it. She's not even here. But I mean, this suddenly that night makes a lot more sense. Makes a lot more sense now.
Should we ask in private, or do you think the others have a right to know?
I think she will tell us, but I don't think she will tell them. I don't think she trusts them yet.
Do you still trust her?
Oh, yes. I would trust Dianna with my life. One of the things that Aoife puts in her bag is her bag of bones. She's going to take that with her. Put the new bone inside. Take that with her when they go this time.
So.
And yes, I'm going to pull out that book while we're here. The one that we found in the cavern.
The Journal of Invictus Planeweaver, yes.
Thank you, yes.
Indeed. As you open it, it doesn't, as I said before, Aoife, you're looking at it, and I mean, it's clearly a language.
Yeah. Can I?
But,
does, wow, my brain totally left me. Does comprehend languages tell me what it is?
yes, it would, as well as translate it.
Touching the surface on which the words are written, it takes about 1 minute to read 1 page of text. Okay.
Yeah.
Soot and salt. We have that in spades here.
Yes, it should be every damn where.
Everywhere.
So, you start the process of translating this journal. And in the first 5 words, you know it's Druidic.
Oh. Wow.
You are dealing with the written word of a druid.
Interesting.
You page through it, and it's mostly journals of an excavation. He apparently lived down in that hole and was in the process of digging out another claim that belonged to something called the Ordu. You've seen this word before. He talks a little bit about Notbark. He apparently has friends there who are in the process of restoring the wastelands. And general druidic things he'll surface from time to time, taking care of bits of the forest, bits of the swamp. You vaguely recognize certain features that still exist. This was in the swamp you grew up in, so there are things you will notice. No mention of anything called the Wicked Wood, however, which suggests that sometime or another, since he was alive, it became such a thing. All of the years, there's a date at the top, and this would be in the year of 1921. So 240 odd years prior to where you are now. And about halfway through, it stops. The last date written is the 23rd day of Etalor, so midsummer, in the year of 1921. Would you like me to tell you what it says?
Yes, please.
I've been at this for 12 days. Malvictus sent word that they've discovered more Second-Age praxis in the ruins in the plains west of Noltbarik, but he's not managed to smuggle anything else out yet. Meanwhile, I can't make heads or tails of this damned candelabra. All I know for sure is that it's not magical, or at least not in any way that I understand magic. We know that the ancients employed pheromancy in ways still lost to us, but even seeing this, it requires both pieces to function. They can't be more than 3 feet apart. But even shoved in my desk drawer, it doesn't make any difference. So long as they're 3 feet apart, it works. I could go in search of some metals to see if I can fashion plates, maybe steel or lead, to see if either of those interfere, since wood so clearly doesn't. I've been neglecting my other studies, trying to unravel this. The Lunomics books haven't been in the least bit helpful. The math is just beyond me. Young Master Dalton fetched them for me on the first. I even kept them an extra few days, but I can't make heads nor tails of them. I don't want to end up indebted to him. I've seen his creations, and the last thing I want to do is become part of one of them. Tomorrow, I start the return journey to the temple to return his loan. I'll pick up the metals on the way back. I am writing these words for all of us. IP. That same phrase, I am writing these words for all of us, appears at the bottom of every journal entry. But the rest of this book is blank.
Interesting. Well, now we know who created those monsters. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Those creatures. And, well, we kind of know how the candelabra works, so we should talk to Neha about that when she gets home. Maybe we can figure it out.
We can always bring it here.
I suppose we could go back for it.
You'd have a very fancy table then.
I don't think I need a fancy table. Gosh.
You said it was.
Oops, sorry.
You said it was full of like druidic notes and things.
Yeah.
Anything that would stand out to Marge as being odd after finding the tainted druid or the tainted dryad?
I suppose if anything is going to strike you odd, it's that there's even mention of pheromancy in the notes of a druid. I mean, this is the only time it comes up, but I mean, they're not known for working with metal magic. Beyond that, I mean, there's some general things about the Ordu. You get the sense that as an order, they are extremely old. Because it sounds like one of these Ordu sites is in Noltbarik itself, where the oldest known settlements are. And so if they were there, they have been here since the dawn of the Fourth Age. Maybe earlier than that.
If he's a druid, I would like the rest of the books. When we came out to the blood, there was an archdruid north of us. I could feel him.
Okay. Well, let's We need to get Petris taken care of. There's no way around that. We need to get him safely home so we can continue living our lives. Well, we can go back. We know where it is. It's certainly not far.
So, not long after, you are reunited. Not long after breakfast, you hear a thump out on the front porch, down at the bottom of the stairs. I invite anyone who wants to investigate that, or you can just leave it alone.
I will open the door because nothing should be that close to my house.
I think I know what this is,
Peeking behind Aoife's shoulder with like hand on sword ready to go. What is happening?
We're doing the double stack thing again.
Yay!
Well, at the bottom of the stairs is a very neatly wrapped package. And you see in a cypress tree not far away, a bird has perched. And it looks at you and caws and looks down at the package and then flies off. The
Thank
delivery has
you.
come.
Thank you. Go down and pick that up. Does it have a note on it? Do we know who it's for? Oh, right. It's... Yes.
I was going to say, I'm assuming it has a name on it.
It does, in fact, have Marcella's name on it.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Addressed to the Lady Marcella, Miss Henry.
Lady Marcella, your package has arrived.
But no sooner does Aoife hit the bottom of the stairs than a voice calls out. Oi! You there!
I turn with the package in my hands.
There are 3 ogres standing just behind your house.
I see where this is going. Yes.
What are you doing here?
Are you blind or are you just stupid?
You didn't just call me stupid
Well,
in my
actually-
swamp.
Oh, no. No, I'm sorry. This is my swamp.
Not anymore.
Does March hear this?
Oh, yes.
I'm
Marge is going
outside.
to step out the door.
I've got my
Okay.
sword drawn.
For everyone who can see the ogres, I'm not going to ask you for positions just yet. Give me a DC 12 perception check.
I'm assuming I do because I would have walked to the door when Eva said
Yeah,
a
that's
package
fine.
arrived. Okay.
Yep.
That's a
Just make
12.
12 plus.
Nothing? Really,
6.
Aoife?
6.
Lord.
I'm so mad about them being in my swamp. Okay?
Much less trying to claim your swamp.
Seriously, it's mine.
Okay.
Get out.
So, for everyone who can see and made the, sorry, I just noticed something, who made the perception check, remember that bloody mud from the end of the last session?
Oh, yeah.
You go tromping through and there's mud and it's made of blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Up to their knees.
Mm.
Like I said, my swamp.
Do you have a flag?
You have a deed?
What's a flag?
I don't need a deed. I need a flag of a sword.
I've got a sword
we've
too.
got
I've actually
that
got two
too.
of them.
Hey, Justin,
Yes.
is the I'm assuming the one talking is the biggest of the three. That it's the
Easily.
leader?
Yes.
Marge is gonna poke his head around.
If you want to walk out of the swamp, you leave now.
I don't want to
Intimidate,
walk out of
okay.
the swamp. It's my swamp. You gotta intimidate?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, that's not bad. 21.
That was a 16 on the dice, -2.
Yay, charisma.
Bloody walking tree. Still save my swamp.
And
You can
if,
say it's yours all you want. It is hers. If I see you again, I'll bury you in it.
I would like to cast Thaumaturgy,
Yes.
since I am now officially level 3 after my long rest last night.
Yes, you are.
My eyes turn black. Get out of my swamp and never come back.
Fine. Go back to bloody swamp. It'll come for you soon enough, same as it came for us.
And we'll be here.
And he and his two buddies go tromping back through the mud.
Bye-bye.
Well, and so?
Marge is gonna look at Afa.
I told you we should have built a fence.
Don't need a fence.
Might have a thing for this, and I run back inside, and I run through my bag, and I pull out the green welcome mat. And I go, and I place it on front of the front door.
There's no immediate effect.
Just like standing, waiting.
Just watching.
It takes about a minute, and you start to see the door change color from the bottom. It's
Is
still,
he still green? I love this.
Slowly watching it, just
Yep. It takes a full 10 minutes.
I
as
stood there
the
the entire
green
time.
Just creeps up the door.
Look, now you... Oh, now the door doesn't match the rest of the house.
Oh no.
Maybe it can change its color.
No,
Its color was changed for it. It like
Yeah, Neha
fine.
prestidigitated it.
It's
We
fine.
can ask nicely.
No, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Is the door entirely green now?
She's very excited.
can tell.
Can I
Just so
step
I'm
on
clear.
the mat?
Are you standing on the mat?
I step on the mat as soon as the door is completely green.
Oh, hi. What's your name?
Hey, everyone. We have a friend now.
Oh.
Marge groans from the yard.
I didn't know I was a friend.
Of course you're a friend. You are a very important friend.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say. I
But-
still have no idea who you are.
That's okay, because I know who you are.
You do? Who
I
am
do. You are Manticore.
I'm Manticore? And the door
My
opens.
favorite door.
Oh gosh.
May I do a thing while
You may do
Diana
a
is
thing.
attuning to the door?
Yes.
The mat has attuned to the door, technically.
Well, yes, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
While we're attuning the magical item,
Yes.
Marcella walks up to Aoife and grabs her package and goes, yes, wonderful. Marge,
Yes.
this is for you. And she hands him the package.
Marge takes the package with a look of confusion and opens it. Wait.
What would you like your shirt to look like? Marcella bought you a shirt.
I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
She basically bought you a sturdier, heavier shirt that's better suited to the current climate. So something it's basically to avoid this, and she points to where her shirt was patched up. I'm sure you have to look for it, but she points to where her shirt is patched up. I thought you might enjoy something like this. Perhaps.
Thank
And
you.
take +1 to your armor class for that.
Ooh. Very nice.
She said sturdier.
She did.
Also, I'm assuming Dianna is out of earshot.
I am focused on the door.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Key focus.
Because she is standing with Marge and Aoife, she looks at them and goes, "Oh, one other thing." And she lowers her voice. So would anyone like to tell me why you are so concerned about Dianna?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's where we end for the night.
That's a good part. It's a good spot to end for the evening. Yeah.
So, we've learned some things tonight, friends.
We have. And we have a giant cat. I would like to make the audience aware that when Justin sent me the stat block for this, I literally, because we had talked about something else, and I saw this and it said a heckin' chonk, and I went, I'm sold.
Now that has come out in the Discord, I will share the stat blocks for Lucy and Pinks. So y'all will get to see what they're all about, and if you want to use them in your own games at home. My players, thank you so much. For everybody in chat, thank you for hanging around. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for all of your support. I do want to remind everybody before we go that we are, in fact, still running a Tiltify through the end of the month for Micro Rainbow. Please give if you can. And until next time, my friends, I have been Justin McGregor, your DM and host. Going around the table, we have.
I'm Liz. You can find me on the Twitters at EMJosia. I have been Aoife, your resident warlock for the evening.
And I am Abe. You can find me on Twitter at Abeloic. Tonight I was Marge, your Warforged Barbarian. And apparently walking zoo.
I am Kayla. I have been Dianna, your half-elf paladin. And if you were wondering what Dianna was off to while Neha was doing her business,
Doing Neha things.
have a thing that I was very fortunate to be able to do and share with everyone. It was a very special moment for me as a character and just as a person. And I appreciate Justin for doing this with me, and Tyler for producing the video for me. So thank you both out of the very whole bottom of my heart.
Of course, it was an honor.
I have been Meg, our now very suspicious human huntress, Marcella.
And it's Nikki. I was your very sultry bard for the evening, and I swear you guys will find out what the hell she's doing.
They'll never figure it out.
They'll never figure it out.
No, not gonna
Do we
happen.
want to? No, probably not.
You never know. All right, friends. Thank you so very much. Have a good night.
Night.
Night.